Welcome back to Ali Bros. Now we deal with a new topic, petty cash book. In the previous sessions, we discussed different types of cash books like a single column cash book, double column cash book, and a triple column cash book. Now we deal with another type of cash book called a petty cash book. Actually, a petty cashier will be there in an organization to deal with the petty cash transactions. Petty cash here means small business transactions regarding cash. Purchase of snacks to entertain the customers, payment of traveling expense, auto charges, purchase of stationery. These kind of small cash transactions will not be usually considered by the main cashier, and these kinds of transactions will be handled by a separate cashier in large organizations called a petty cashier. Usually a particular amount will be given to the petty cashier at the opening date of a month. For example, 2000 rupees will be given to the petty cashier on 1st January to deal with all transactions that all petty cash transactions that taking place in the month of January. 2000 is given to him. He spent out of this amount for different purposes, purchase of stationery, traveling expenses, etc. And at the end of this month, he will take the balance. How much remains with him as balance? If it is only 200 rupees, after making all this expenditure, if there remains only 200 rupees, then further 1800 will be given to him to make the balances 2000 on the opening of the next month. So at the initial stage he received 2000 and spent 1800 during that month, and at the end of the month only 200 rupees remains with him. In order to start the transactions of the next month, the petty cashier will be given another 1800 and make his balance as 2000. So during every month, opening date of every month, the petty cashier will get a particular sum of money. This way of handling the petty cash transaction is called a impressed system. What is the balance with the petty cashier, and what should be the fixed sum of money and on the opening date of the month? The difference will be given by the main cashier to the petty cashier. This is what called the impressed system of maintaining petty cash book. Now we consider the preparation of petty cash book. How to prepare the petty cash book? I will draw a format here regarding the preparation of petty cash book. It will be like this. On the leftmost side, there will be an amount column, and a date column is here. Then a particulars column. Then there will be a total column. A large amount of column will be subdivided as a total amount column. Then for each and every expenses, there will be a separate column. For postage, there will be a column, postage amount column. For stationery, there will be a separate amount column called stationery. For traveling, then there will be a miscellaneous column. Miscellaneous column to record all other miscellaneous transactions. So, particularly there is postage, stationery and travelling amount columns there, and in case of some other transactions over and above these kind of 3 transactions, then such transactions will be recorded in the miscellaneous column. This is the simple format of a petty cash book. Petty cash book. Now we are going to consider some examples how to write up this petty cash book. For example, on 1st January, received 2000 from cashier, main cashier. From the main cashier, the petty cashier receives 2000. It is a receipt. The receipt amount column is this one, which is on the leftmost side of this account. And these amount columns are meant for recording payments. When 2000 was received from the main cashier by the petty cashier, it will be recorded as by cash. Date 1st January. And the amount will be shown here as 2000. So, any receipt of the amount by the main cashier, amount from the main cashier by this petty cashier, that will be shown as by cash. The amount will be here. Then we consider another example. Paid postage rupees 100. Paid postage rupees 100. When such an expenditure, such a petty expense coming into the business, it will be written like this. On the date column, we write up the date and write postage. Postage is to be shown first in the total column, 100, and the same amount will be shown on the corresponding column, that means postage column also. At first record the transaction, record the amount in the total column, and then the same should be recorded in the corresponding column also, postage column also. Similarly, if we make or purchase the stationery for rupees 200, when we purchase the stationery for rupees 200, we just write a stationery here, and in the total column the amount will be shown 200. At the same time, that amount should be shown in the corresponding column also. Corresponding column here is, it is stationery. So, the total is shown in the total column, and stationery, since it is stationery, it should be shown on the stationery column also. Consider one more transaction. Paid to Mr. B 100. Somebody came and asked for some money, and we paid 100 rupees to Mr. B. Since there is no specific column for Mr. B, it is to be shown in the last column, miscellaneous column. We written like this. It was written like this: Mr. B. The total amount 100 will be shown in the total column, and the same will be shown on the miscellaneous column also. If we paid rupees 300 for travelling, we have to show the transaction like this: travelling expense. Suppose we paid 300 for travelling, the 300 should be shown first in the total column and next in the corresponding traveling column. In this way, each and every expenses will be recorded in the total column and the corresponding column. Then, after finishing the transactions for the month or for a particular period, we have to close down the amount columns on the right side and make the total of each and every column. Postage there is 100 rupees, stationery there is 200 rupees, and travelling 300 rupees, miscellaneous 100 rupees. This is the total of corresponding columns. But we have to consider total column and the receipt amount column for the purpose of balancing. What will be the total? That should be checked. 700 is the total here, and this total should be considered for balancing with the receipt column. Consider the total of the receipt column. It is 2000. After leaving some space to write, we should show the total, and the same total is to be shown on the corresponding total column. Consider the difference. 2000 is the total amount and 700 is the total of the expenditure. What's the difference? It is 1300. It will be written as balance carried down, and after writing the total below the total, it will be again written as balance brought down, and the amount will be shown on the receipt column. So, it is the process of writing up the petty cash book. Petty cash book is prepared to show the petty business expenditures, purchasing of stationery, payment to travelling, such other petty expenses that will be considered by appointing a separate cashier known as petty cashier, and at the opening of every month he will be given with a certain amount, and he has a responsibility to spend out of this amount all these petty expenditures. While making payment to these expenditures, he has to write the name of these expenditures here, show the amount in the total column and in the corresponding column also. When postage is paid, it would be shown on the total column and in the corresponding postage column also. Then finally, find the differences of the total column and the receipt column. That will be the balance. Here, balance 1300 is now with the petty cashier. Usually, an amount 2000 is given with him. So, now he is with 1300. The difference 700 will be given at the opening of next month to make him to reach the balance of rupees 2000. This process of maintaining a particular amount always on the opening date of the month is called the impressive system of maintaining petty cash. So, that's all with the maintenance of petty cash book, and in case of any doubts regarding this topic, ask through email. Thank you.